everybody. This is so exciting. I'm just realizing I never set up my TikTok to do this properly. Let's do all the things all at once. How are you? How are your lives? How are you feeling? What's going on? It's my birthday, so I'm happy to discuss that. Um, or not, as the case may be. But I think what's really fun is to talk about you and what's great with you. Okay, let's go live. Live. Go live. Everything's tipping. Okay, stop tipping. Hi, everybody. Yay. Hi, Lori. Great to see you all. I'm so glad you're here. It's just about top of the hour, so we'll start. We'll do a little breathing, and then we're going to talk about celebration. Thank you, Rachel. Hi, great to see you. Hello, TikToking friends. Yeah, let's breathe, shall we? Let's just take a moment to center in to this moment. Take a moment to center in to this, the only now that we have, the only here that there is. You can't start from where you aren't. You can't start from where you aren't. You have to start from where you are. So let's light that up for ourselves. Let's take a moment to assess, to experience, to sink in to this present moment. Right, we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. We'll do that 3 times. I'll talk you through it. Feel free to ignore it, but you might like it. Okay, let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, that feels delightful. And on a day like today, I have to say, I feel really grateful just to be here and breathing. And maybe you guys are feeling that way too. Like, oh, there's like the list of things that could be fixed and could be different and should be different. And really, we're working on it. But sometimes just the like, wow, we're here. We get to be here right now in this present moment. This has never happened before. We were never here together in this moment all the same way before. Hi, Steph. Hi, Catherine. Ina, my birthday twin. Great to see you, babe. Hi, Edith. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your kind selves. I thought we might celebrate together a little bit and take a look at how to celebrate you. Because, why else? What else? What better reason, right? We're so busy puffing everybody else up and make everybody else feel good about themselves. And yet we look at ourselves and we're like, well, and I did wake up this morning thinking, no one in their whole lives has ever like dreamed of this moment. Like, I just can't wait until I wake up and I'm 57. It seems like such a non-number. Like, okay. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jeannie SD, my new bestie. Love to see you here. Shelly, Jonathan. Oh, you guys, thanks for piling in. So here are my ways for you to celebrate you today and indeed every day. Okay. One is my favorite. My best friend Margaret Weber taught this to me 100 years ago, and I use it every single day, which is when you find a love song that you like, sing it to you about you. Sing a love song to you about you. Baby, baby, you light up my world. Baby, baby, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm never going to let you go. You're the prettiest. You're the smartest. You're the best. You're so beautiful. You don't even know it. Like all those songs, all those lyrics, just sing them to you about you. And all that love that you may wish you were getting from somewhere else or from some place else or from is going to come flooding right at you because the love is the same. Right? We like to think that love comes from other people, but it doesn't. It comes through other people. Right? We lose, when we lose what we feel is a source of love, we lose an animal and we feel like, oh, that animal was so precious in my life. And I felt so loved by that animal when I was with that animal, right? That love is still there. The physical frame that it was coming through may not still be with us, but the love is still there. Nothing is ever lost, only changed, right? Energy is never lost, only changed. Love, never lost, only changed. So, whatever love you wish you were getting, make sure you're giving it to yourself. And step one, find yourself a good love song and sing it to yourself all the time. Rachel says, I love the idea of singing a love song I love to me. Yeah, exactly. Isabella, for sure beats the alternative, right? Beats the alternative. Hi, Megan. Great to see you. Leslie says, I'm so happy that the 15-minute thing is such a fit and a hit, and now even a birthday celebration to share. Thank you, Leslie. You've been such an important part of this journey. Leslie's been part of my community practically since there was a community. So we get there together, man. We get there together. Jonathan says, I love The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. A truly beautiful song for me. Yeah, when you sing that to you, it's great. It's a great thing to do in the car, wherever you want. Here's another way to celebrate, and this may be a little unusual, but I want you to give yourself permission to commit no thought crimes. There are no thought crimes inside of your mind. You can think any damn thing you want. You cannot say any damn thing you want, but I don't know, as somebody who was raised to be, a nice girl, a polite person, as you were too, you all are very, you were raised upright. Sometimes I think we think things that are naughty or angry or nasty or sexy or dirty or just cruel, even hilarious and cruel. And we think, oh, I can't think that. Oh, stop that. Now we'll think cruel things about ourselves. Somehow that's okay. But if we think about somebody else, we think, oh, no, you mustn't do that. Well, I'm here to tell you, think whatever you want. Think whatever you want. You want to think something like, mean about somebody, like let it out. And particularly, those of us who are dealing with hard, complicated situations, there can be sometimes a little bit of gallows humor involved. And I really want to encourage gallows humor because, sometimes it's just so shitty, all you can do is laugh. So while, of course, I want you always on the path of love and acceptance and infinite forgiveness for you and everybody else along the way, you might permit yourself to be a little rude. And part of the reason I say this is because there's a lot of energy sometimes trapped behind politeness. I hear a lot from people, I sometimes joke, I hear a lot from women and Midwesterners, but actually this knows no gender nor geography, that they don't like to say that they're mad. Like they'll say, well, I'm fresh. Oh, I'm not angry, but I'm frustrated. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. I'm not angry, I'm just, I'm just a little let down. It's like, no, you're fucking furious. And that's okay. Be fucking furious if you're fucking furious, at least inside of your own mind, between you and a piece of paper, admit it to yourself. And I find that somehow letting myself have that little tantrum, letting myself, the first time, letting myself say the things that I wouldn't normally say can be really helpful. One of the first times the first time I ever did the work of Byron Katie, which I love the work of Byron Katie. Here, let me put it down here, www.thework.com equals awesome. So the first time I ever did the work of Byron Katie, it's a little judge your neighbor worksheet. And she asks you to fill out, I am blank at blank because of blank. So I am upset with so-and-so because of such and such. And the first time I ever wrote anything, I was talking about somebody I was working with. Let's call him David. That's not his name. So that, I'm angry at David because he is a punk ass bitch. And even just putting those words down on paper, I felt better. It's like, yes, I am angry because this person is being a punk ass bitch. Maybe I said bitch ass punk, not sure. Anyway, and it gave me a great deal of freedom working through that worksheet to be like, David is a punk ass bitch. Is that true? Yes. Can I absolutely know that that's true? Okay, fine. No, I cannot know that he is absolutely 100% a punk ass bitch all the time. Fine. I'm sure his mother doesn't think so. Or maybe she does. I don't know. And then, keep working. And then, David is not a punk ass bitch. Okay, maybe sometimes. And then we get to the turnaround, right? I am a punk ass bitch. Well, I certainly am when it comes to David, aren't I? Check, please. Thank you. There's the joy of personal development, right? Like, oh, shoot, you figure out the problem's actually you after all. But I think if I hadn't allowed myself to put it in such strong and kind of, to me, funny language, I don't know that I would have gotten there, right? So, celebration tip number 1, sing a love song to you about you. Celebration tip number 2, permit yourself to be as hilarious and rude, at least inside of your mind or between you and your journal, as you would like to be. You can burn it, you can throw it away. You don't have to keep it. I don't want you to get yourself in trouble. Obviously, we never want to keep anything that we wouldn't want other people to read eventually, right? Certainly never say anything to anyone that you would not say, or say anything about anyone that you would not say to their face. Although at that stage of the game, I definitely would have told David that I thought he was a punk ass bitch. And in fact, we ended up having a big talk about it some years later, and he apologized for being such a punk ass bitch. Recovery is an amazing thing. Okay. What's my song? I like, I was thinking about the, gosh, is it a Kid Rock song? The, follow me, everything is all right. You can only sing like 2 seconds of something before Facebook's like, yeah, that's copyrighted music. You can't have that. But I like that one. I like all the 50s doo-wop songs, Stand By Me, so many good songs. Okay, here's another thing I would like you to do to celebrate you is write something and share it. Write something and share it. Even if you think it's sort of silly or dumb, just a little thought for the day. You can put it on the socials. But you guys have a lot of really great, wonderful thoughts and feelings and insights that you're keeping to yourself. And I think the world would value them. So I think it's it's a great feeling to like put out a little something and then have everybody go, oh, that's really interesting, or oh, that's a fun thought. And maybe there'll be crickets. I can't promise you that people will respond, but especially if you do it regularly, people will start to respond. You will find the people who need to hear your voice, who need to hear what you have to say, and they'll start to commune with you and understanding that your experience of the world and the way you phrase it, the way you put it out there, is really meaningful and important to other people. That's a great feeling. And that's really something to celebrate. Hi, Declan. Oh my gosh, it's been 100 years. How you doing, baby? Great to see you. Oh, I wish we were all in a room together. I'd love to give you guys a hug. Hi, Linda, Lisa. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Isabella. She says, I always know when someone is doing that and it's frustrating to hear someone lying about their feelings, right? That like, oh no, I'm just frustrated. It's like, oh no, you're pissed. Don't tell me you're not. Sanobar says, since you spoke about the journal, is it okay to be angry with yourself? Sure. But be specific and keep it short. Like it's easy to spiral down. I mean, speaking of somebody who lives with anxiety and depression, it's easy to spiral down into a real pit of self-loathing and being just furious with yourself about everything and feeling like everything is a criticism. I remember, it's gonna make me cry. I remember being in such a pit of depression. I was playing solitaire on the computer, and every time I lost a game of solitaire, I'd be like, you are so stupid. You can't even win a game of cards. Like, that was how cruel the voice inside of my head was. It was raking me over the coals, hot, spiky coals with knives in them, for how I did at a game of solitaire on a computer. Like, really? So, maybe I want to rephrase that. Maybe don't be so angry with yourself, or don't be so quick to be angry with yourself. Maybe find the forgiveness. Maybe find the gentleness. We're so quick to self-criticize. I mean, if you've really let yourself down or let somebody else down, you're not wrong to feel terrible about that. You're not wrong to be angry with yourself about that. But I think to move as quickly as you can to forgiveness and compassion, self-forgiveness, self-compassion, and if appropriate, forgiveness and compassion from the other person. It's complicated though, isn't it? It's complicated because we want to be honest, but like I said, it's really easy to get onto that anger trip. It's easy to get onto the anger trip of being angry at everybody else, and it's easy to get onto the anger trip of being angry with you. Yeah, let me think about that a little bit more. That's interesting. I'll come back to you about this. This is a good conversation. All right. The fourth thing I have to say is please, 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 to celebrate yourself and your life, please spend 15 minutes a day on something that matters to you. Spend 15 minutes a day, every single day, on something that matters to you. I don't care if it matters to anybody else. Some of you know this is the premise of my entire new book that's coming out June 18th. Boop, boop. 10th anniversary of Get It Done is this week. We published it 10 years ago this week. Start Where You Are. It was a couple years later. And now my third book, The 15-Minute Method, The Surprisingly Simple Art of Getting It Done, will come out in June. So, but we've got a 15-minute daily practicum that happens online. Practicum. It's a subscription thing. You can join. It's not very expensive. And we just meet. Here, let me type out the link. Practicum. We meet for 15 minutes. We hop on a Zoom. I wave at people. We take a breath. I set the timer for 15 minutes. Look, I've been drawing. I've got ink on my hands. And everybody puts their heads down, works for 15 minutes, then the timer goes off, and I'm like, okay, everybody. And everybody comes up with this like post-orgasmic look on their face. They're like, oh my God, I got so much done. I'm like, I know. Like, that was so great. I know. And sometimes getting things done means go sit in the garden for 15 minutes. Doodle or draw for 15 minutes. Sing a little song to yourself for 15 minutes. Clear some clutter, mend a garment, throw away some papers, make a call to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Whatever it is, again, something that matters to you. I don't care if it matters. This is not a time to like catch up on your email. No. 15 minutes for you. 15 minutes for something that lights you up because you matter. And I know we don't all have all the time in the world to, whoops, did I put that up? There it is. We don't always have all the time in the world to get everything. We don't have a month in Provence to work on our novel, but you have 15 minutes to work on your novel. We don't have hours every day to go find our perfect soulmate, but we got 15 minutes to reach out, to make a call, to, set up a coffee date, set up a little meetup with a couple people, see if they bring friends, see what happens. We don't have all the time in the world to do the marketing for our business, but we got 15 minutes. Call a former client, put up a post on Facebook, poke somebody, say hello, right? You'd be amazed at what you can get done in 15 minutes, particularly 15 minutes every single day for a month or a week or a year or 10 years or whatever. Many of the people in my community have made it part of their, it's their daily practicum. It's their daily practice. They never don't do it because they get so much satisfaction out of it. So if you'd like support in that, you are welcome to join us for the daily practicum. Go to therealsambennett.com/practicum, PRACTICUM, practicum. And try it. I got my passport updated, 15 minutes, which gives me permission to travel for the next 10 years, right? Tiny action, big result. That's what we're looking for. The lever that moves the world, right? Good. All right. So you really want to celebrate my birthday? Buy my book. Head over to your local favorite bookseller or Amazon or whatever. Here, let me put the phone over there so there they are. Get It Done, From Procrastination to Creative Genius in 15 Minutes a Day, or Start Right Where You Are, How Little Changes Can Make a Big Difference for Overwhelmed Procrastinators, Frustrated Overachievers, and Recovering Perfectionists. You know who you are. And, buy a copy for a friend, get it on Kindle, get the audiobook. That's fun. And I really want to thank you for being here. And I want to invite you to tell someone how special they are to you. And be specific, not just I love you, but why I love you. Ina, my Pisces birthday twin, have a beautiful day. Mwah. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. That was it. That's my 15-minute birthday party. That's what all I'm doing. It's back to work now. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this part of this day with me. Sing a love song to yourself. Allow yourself permission to have all your feelings. Write down what you're thinking and share it. And spend 15 minutes a day on something that matters to you. All right. Mwah. You guys are the best. Oh, Debbie says, this is so timely. I was just diagnosed with cancer. Oh, babe. Yeah. Welcome to the sisterhood of those of us who have been through a cancer journey. We don't really have time to get into it right now, but I will say, oh, I don't know if I can say this without sounding diminishing. It was important to me that my cancer not be a big deal. So I just made it not a big deal. Even though it kind of was a big deal, but I just made it not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't get into the drama of it if you don't want to. On the other hand, if you do want to, then go for that. Okay. Anyway, Debbie, we're thinking of you. We're praying for you. Yep. Leslie says you're not alone. Declan says Black History Month at lunch at work today. Full soul food spread. At Rosa's Mississippi Soul Food Cafe. Yum! Yay! Celebrate. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance revolution. All right, y'all. You are the best and the prettiest and the smartest. And I'm so pleased to have you in my life. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Tell somebody you love them, okay? Yay.